Charlie, how are you first? Charlie, you all right?
I'm currently on the 14th tee box. I'm not too bad.
Okay. Life must be terrible. You put out on social media yesterday something along the lines of you've had a great time at QPR, but your time is up. What's happening?
Yeah, time is up, mate. Unfortunately, it just club, I suppose, want to go in a different direction, and there wasn't even a conversation to extend for another year or nothing. It was just thank me for my services, and that was it. Time to move on.
So hold on, Charlie. How does that happen? What happened? You got called in? You got a text? You got a phone call? What happened? And
No,
who
I
from?
was in the office. Les is not very well or something, so I was on Zoom to him, and then the CEO was there, asked me about the season, really, a little bit of chat, which was really pointless considering the conversation went the way it did, and then that was it. They just went, look, we can't offer you anything. Wish you all the best. But what annoyed me a little bit, they asked me if I was going to retire. 33.
Oh, wow.
You know what I mean?
Now, Charlie, you know you said they asked you to retire. Is that maybe with a view of maybe a coaching role?
No, Benty. They asked if I was going to retire.
But they had been watching you all season, so they probably had every right to.
But where I was sat, there's not a lot I could do, sir.
What did you say when they said, you're going to retire now?
Listen, I kept my cool composure, mate. I just had a good chuckle to myself, and that was that.
It's not like you, innit? To keep your composure.
I know. What about that stripy white jumper you got on, Benty? Is terrible.
Terrible, isn't it? I've told him about this top already.
That's the man that dyes his hair.
Yeah, I think Charlie's hair looks decent.
That's what you said in the break.
You're the man, Benty.
Honestly.
No, so look, they won at that football. I am gutted. I won't be able to say it. I am gutted. I did think that I was going to stay at the QPR and help them and in whatever capacity they was going to ask me. So I would be lying if I didn't say I was gutted.
So what happens now? You're on the dole now, right?
Well, that's what I have been told, that I might not be able to get it.
You can sign on, surely, can you not?
Well, I hope so. But is that twice a week? Or
Me,
twice a month?
you're asking. What are you going to do, Charlie? What's next for you?
I'm going to go away on holiday.
Mm-hmm.
And what will be. Hopefully, I get a couple of offers. I still want to play wherever that will be. I want to enjoy football. I want to play for as long as possible and score as many goals as possible for the rest of my career, whatever that will be.
Charlie, would you like to go abroad?
If the opportunity come, Benty, yeah, of course. I'd have to obviously speak to the wife and the kids, and it'd be right for them. But like I said, I want to play for as long as possible. And
if you had the option, they were offering you the same money somewhere abroad and somewhere over here in the Championship, what one would you choose?
No, I'd stay here.
You stay here.
I think you'd want to play. You want to play in England for as long as possible. Do you know what I mean? I don't think nothing compares to it unless you're talking the top divisions abroad. So if someone in the Championship offered the same kind of money, yeah, of course I'd stay in the UK.
Has this been the first time, Charlie, that you've gone into the summer break without a club?
Yeah, man, I'm getting old. Yeah, it has. It's quite weird. It's quite weird feeling.
I bet it is.
Quite a weird feeling. But like I said, what will be will be. If I'm honest, I was shocked. Like, I didn't expect it, but it's one of them. But yeah, I'm gonna enjoy the summer and see what happens from there, mate.
All right, Charlie, Joe's saying here, if you ever end up at Norwich, he'd never ever speaking to you again.
And they call that a derby, don't they, Norwich Ipswich? It's like an hour and a half away.
Yeah, I mean, it's not that far, but I can understand where Joe's coming from, going to Norwich.
Sorry, an hour and a half? What, are you walking there?
Yeah, all right. Well, it's not that far, is it?
Is that 30 minutes away?
Well, still.
45?
No, I'm not going to Norwich. That's far for me.
Would you go to Ipswich?
Too far for me.
You wouldn't go to Ipswich?
It's too far for me.
Where are you? Where's he based? Where are you based, Charlie?
South, west, down the M4.
Oh, that is far.
So, Charlie, I'll be honest, I've heard you on the radio. My advice would be try and get a club.
I've seen you next Tuesday. I've actually seen you next Tuesday.
I know you
mate.
are.
You're way off it.
I know you are. You're next Tuesday. Listen,
but look, I like the media. Of course I do. I really enjoy that.
Yeah.
But like Benty, you don't miss playing football and scoring goals. You can't. I don't think you'll ever be able to replace that.
That's the one thing you can't replicate, scoring goals.
No.
That's what annoyed me about the retirement thing. I scored on Friday, and I was like, I want this feeling again and again and again. So I'm going to go after it for sure.
Do you feel a little bit let down by the club?
Sure, I'm going to go on a limb and say yeah. Do you know what? I'm going to go on a limb and say yeah. In a way, I felt like we had a big enough relationship, a different scenario that I might have been treated a little bit better. I'm not saying clubs hand out contracts, etc., etc., but I thought I might have been definitely had a conversation about next year. It was like they cut ties and that was it. So I guess that's football. Football's a business at the end of the day. And I left the training ground today saying goodbye to the kit man and the reception lady and all them home from the first time. It was quite sad, and people don't see that side of it. Do you know what I mean? Obviously, our football earn this money, don't play well this time. But you're like, hang on a minute. Do you know what? There are people that care. You see every day, day in, day out. And then it's like football. Bentley will know. You won't see people. You see them once. You see someone for like 300 odd days of the year. And then as soon as the summer comes and all that, and you move club, you don't see them people ever again. As much as you think you're going to be in touch with people, let's be honest, Bentley, you would know. How many people do you still speak to from football days that played in your team? Do you know what I mean? Very few. Yeah,
it's rare. And as you talk about some of the players, a couple of players I'm still speaking to, but you're right. When you talk about some of the players, the people in and around the football club, the kit man, the tea ladies, the people in the washroom, they're the kind of people, the relationships that people don't see you have. And when you do leave, they're the ones that you kind of think, oh, I've been speaking to this person every day for the last 2.5, 3 years. They're the relationships that people don't see.
Is it? Yeah, exactly. And it's tough. They are the ones you don't see. And they were there the first time round, and they've been there now, and they'll be with QPR for a long, long time. I guess, a sad day for me, sad day for the family, but I'll try and find another club and play on for as long as I can, wherever that is.
I don't want to embarrass you, but I will say, you say a sad day for the family. I think a sad day for the fans because, listen, this is your, second spell? You were there, I think, 9 years ago, and they idolise you both times, so they're going to miss you as well, Charlie.
Yeah, like, credit to the fans. Mate, they've been brilliant for me. First time and second time, really supported me throughout it all, as well as when my wife was raising money for QPR Trust, etc., everybody backed them and raised the money, and not just QPR, all the other clubs as well. Look, I'm so grateful to them. I owe them a lot, and it's going to be sad not to play in front of them again. But my last home game, unfortunately, didn't get the win. But on a selfish point of view, it was nice to score again in front of everyone.
Will you the game at the weekend? Will you be going with the squad, or that's it? You're done now.
No, that's me done now.
Okay.
Yeah, that's me done.
Well,
now,
listen,
mate.
I'm sure you'll have a whole host of clubs queuing up for your autograph because we know what a deadly finish you are, and you proved that at the weekend. So I'm sure that will happen sooner rather than later. But either way, we'll see you alongside me on Tuesday afternoon, right, for next week's drive.
Yes, that you will, mate.
Okay.
That you will.
Does that mean that now you're unemployed? Does that mean you'll probably be stealing more gel from Boots?
Just me.
Yeah. On the way home, on the way out maybe tonight. I've got some gel in my wash bag, so I won't need to do that tonight. But no doubt one day in the summer I might just have a little go on a VO5 pot.
I suppose the good thing
I've got a perfect excuse now, mate. I ain't got a job.
You have. I suppose the good thing is that you don't have that much hair to put the gel on, so you won't be stealing too much. Charlie, good luck with the golf. Thanks for coming on.
Cheers, Charlie.
See you later, chaps. Take care. All the best.
You too. There you go. Super Charlie Austin. He's a proper superstar. We do love it. I know we have a little bit of fun with him. I'll be stunned. He's only 32. I say only.
Oh, no. He'll get takers.
Of course he will.
Because for starters, he's a goal scorer.
Of course he will.
And he doesn't lose that instinct. I mean, even if his goal with his movement, he will end up somewhere. It's just if it suits him and his family, as he said, which is important.